Dancing with the Stars brought the heat for Latin night. Tuesday night's episode kicked off with a red-hot dance by the pros before co-hosts Julianne Hough and Alfonso Ribeiro took the stage to introduce the stars and their partners. Upon introducing Artem Chigvintsev and Bachelorette star Charity Lawson, Julianne and Alfonso announced that Artem was unable to dance tonight due to a positive COVID diagnosis, which the pro dancer revealed earlier on Tuesday. In his place, Ezra Sosa would be competing with Charity. Then, the dances got off to a start. Ele Pons and Brandon Armstrong. Lele, who is Venezuelan, brought Brandon to Miami this week to show what a party is like with her family and friends. The location also provided some inspiration as they rehearsed their samba to Gasolina by Daddy Yankee. Lele revealed the song happened to be one of her favorites and one she's danced to on social media many times. After taking the ballroom floor, Judge Derek Hough called their performance spicy and noted how Lele was rocking those hips. He added the flair was there. Great way to start off Latin night. Bruno Tonioli was all for the YouTuber's energy, telling Lele you are the life and soul of the party. But he also offered some critique. You need to learn to polish and perfect the details, Bruno said. Carrie and Inaba also praised Lele for how she set this place on fire and burned it all down. Speaking to Julianne afterwards, Lele said she didn't necessarily feel any pressure to perform well, but she wanted to make her family and friends proud, Tyson Beckford and Jenna Johnson. Tyson said it felt good to be saved by America last week after he ended up in the bottom three, but admitted how that hurt and he knew he could do better. The supermodel was also determined to prove himself this week, especially since he was a descendant of Latin blood and his grandfather worked on the Panama Canal. I want to represent my Latin roots, he emphasized. His and Jenna's dance was full of flair and lifts and the judges loved it. You worked very, very hard and got results, Bruno said as Carrie and cheered and added, you owned the dance floor. You were a fantastic partner to Jenna. Derek also commended their partnership but suggested Tyson lift up the legs a little bit. Afterwards, Tyson said of their feedback, I don't even know how to speak. I'm flabbergasted over the whole performance before dedicating their dance to his neighbor who lost their dad, Barry Williams and Peta Murgatroyd. Barry called last week's dance so freeing but expressed worries about this week's routine being more difficult. Still, Barry vowed to do well so Bruno would call him Down and Dirty Barry. Providing even more inspiration for Barry was his recent birthday on September 30th. Getting high scores, he said, would be the greatest belated birthday present. Carrie praised Barry's natural, easy confidence but said she didn't think this dance was as good as the last one. Her comments elicited boos from the crowd. Derek said he loves watching Barry and offered a tip about how not to slip on the floor and gain his gripping. You are such a pleasure to watch, keep doing what you're doing, he added. Bruno also said the Brady Bunch actor was strutting his stuff but pointed out that it looked like a different dance style at times. Before getting his scores, Barry embraced his Bad Baz persona and growled at the cameras. However, that wasn't enough to bring him the high scores he was hoping for, Adrian Peterson and Britt Stewart. In his intro package, Adrian admitted he felt amazing when he stepped onto the ballroom floor last week. This week, the NFL star introduced Britt to his newborn daughter. The happy moment was something Britt hoped he could channel in his samba. But while the two performed a happy, lively dance to Taki Taki, the judges still had feedback to offer afterwards. Derek said he loved watching Adrian and gave him props for learning the difficult dance, but noted it was still a little blocky and there was still some work to be done there. You really want to get it right, you apply yourself, Bruno pointed out. You can afford to soften a little bit, you've got it within you to be better. Carrie praised his incredible athletic prowess but urged him to focus in on his refinement on the moves. You have to be centered, she said, Mira Sorvino and Gleb Savchenko. The actress said she almost cried when the judges complimented her dancing abilities last week because she's always wanted to be a dancer. This week, Mira focused her efforts on a salsa and dedicated her performance to a friend who taught her the dance years ago. For inspiration, the two went to the beach to nail the playful energy of the routine. Bruno said Mira definitely has the body for a salsa and praised her dance, but pointed out she had a couple of mistakes.